In the distance, I hear its chimes as the wind blows a gentle breeze. The air acts as a reminder that there is always movement. Through trial and error, they have been the strongest molds into who I am today, as through impulse, photography, and writing are the major molds of defining who I am. During COVID, I found a camera in my garage. I hated who I looked like, and I had such a bleak outlook on the world because I was isolated. No social media, no connections to anything. That camera was a savior as I decided one day to go into the mountains and take a picture of the sunset. I have lost the sunset photo, and so it's quite disappointing. But ever since, it provided a new outlook onto the world. Instead of bleak and desolate, it is now beautiful. In turn, it also has led to me finding beauty within myself. As through practice, I found that anything has potential, including me. I hated my self-image, and with no one to take pictures of, there's only me, and it led me to finding stuff that I like about myself. Another thing that I found as a great way of expressing who I am and finding who I am is writing. This pen, it's just a pen, but kind of like how a word is just a word until you put a meaning to it. And it became my first healthy outlet to express a lot of feelings that I had no words originally to. In 11th grade, I wrote a poem based on my friend's painting because it was an art contest. So I wrote about my trials and tribulations by coming out and how I faced major backlash. After writing that poem, I didn't think anything of it until I got told I won second place. And it was something that I wrote in 15 minutes, but it provided me the idea that it is okay to not know the words because in time you will find it. Not only that, the power of words have been properly expressed through English classes. I hated English until, again, 11th grade when my teacher provided me the context of what each word and themes meant. His name was Mr. Cool, and to be honest, he was cool because he was the first person to actually sit down and teach me everything. With him teaching me words, even though I knew how to speak, I only did it through repetition. But now I finally found motivation to have movement of words of my own, to finally express who I am, which was never found before. And for the last part that I can help show who I am is through pills. Not actually pills, but these pills act as a reference to my mental health. I, for the longest time of my life, never had any support with my mental health. I had to advocate to go to therapy. I had to advocate to find some part way to find who I am while dealing with anxiety and impulse. Anxiety costed me many opportunities that impulse brought me. Even though them two are contradictory, they both acted as a double-edged sword because anxiety stopped me from doing something reckless, but it stopped me from making friends because I couldn't speak who I am. I sheltered that down and lost myself. And through therapy, I figured out some coping skills, and eventually I learned it is okay to ask for more help. I could not continue going on without being medicated. And I'm not saying medication is the solution to everything. I'm just saying sometimes it's the answer to help you find your answer. With impulse leading to many trials, I found out that I could be a bad person, and impulsivity can be a big struggle because I can speak without thinking, and I can hurt those without acting. With impulse and medication, I learned how to properly breathe because I've learned some coping skills. That was the biggest figuring out of who I am. In summary, a camera, something as simple as a pen, and a whole lot of mental health help, I was able to find out who I am. And my question to you guys, or you folks, I'm sorry, what moment do you vividly remember where you figured something out about yourself?